Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 11th episode of Macross Delta. And last episode, we ended off on Messer in a pretty epic fight that he lost at the end. So, yeah, this episode, there might be like a mourning period for that, I would imagine, if that was his last fight, and I feel like it probably was. Like, either he's dead or he's pretty close, one of the two. Probably dead, all things considered, so... If so, that is a pretty rough thing that for like everyone. So we'll see. We'll see really what comes of this. So yeah, let's jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Even got a cloudy sky. So yeah. This is pretty much what I expected. He went out like a badass, though. The most you can really hope for as a soldier. And then after that, we get our idol field opening. And now it rains. Oh yeah, we had that. Yeah, that was. I forgot about that. We did have that happen, didn't we? Glad you could join us. Rain Hacker. Yeah, I think there was some kind of clash of wind, I think was mentioned last time. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think about that too much, but yeah, that definitely has to have affected her a lot. But, I mean, appearance-wise, she seems fine, but that's just appearance, probably. Yeah, that's really something. You really don't want me to like you, do you? Yeah, what he said. I just would have let him fall, but just your entire existence is wrong. Best way I can phrase it. Just something wrong with you fundamentally. Like, I don't think I've seen a single likable trait about that character. Good question. It's more than half. I mean, that'd be a terrible idea. Well, I mean, he said it. Can't really go against that. But I still think it's a terrible idea. Well, yeah. I suppose he might. I try to forget that. That's an interesting line. It snows there and it rains here. I mean, it really did seem like it. Well, yeah. You know, that hurts to say, but you do gotta replace lost troops. Yeah, Windermere doesn't care about our feelings. Something we gotta keep in mind. Yeah. Really? This... Okay, not typical idol training, but... Yeah, thank you for subscribing. There we go. Well, it looked good for a minute. That is some hardcore idol training. Right. No. Okay, well then. Jeez, that would be really bad. We really do. The rain continues to fall. Are you sure you're not just being dramatic? Not a bad speech, but I mean, they're still the bad guys from our perspective, so... I hope they fail. That is an impressive ship. Wow. Yeah, they aren't messing around. That is like a mothership. Yeah, I love the design. The more I look at it, the cooler it looks. Imagine that ship is coming towards you. So, Hayate, how are you doing? What's he late for exactly? So we really are doing a thing over here. Okay. That's an interesting belief. Right. Man, everyone's here. I did feel like you were missing a few people, but, you know, they showed up. That stung. uh, just wants to drink it, okay? I guess it's a decent looking ship. There's not much point in worrying about what ifs. Picture? Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's just... Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. You know, I got so many chills. You know, I... You know, I didn't think the show could do it, but the show has officially made me feel extremely bad about disliking him initially. And congrats, show. Yeah, we all get in there. I have chills again. I really expected it to end there. I kind of wish it did. But I guess we gotta set up for the next episode. King of the Wind. Just straight up on katakana. That was the 11th episode of Macross Delta. And wow, okay, okay, so before I went into this, I was talking about how I thought there'd be some, a bit of like mourning, because that makes sense, right? And we had that, like at the beginning we had some kind of funeral looking thing, we saw the casket and all that. And, I kind of thought that would just, once we were like kind of past that, it was just, that was it. There would just be a little bit of talking about it here and there. But since, we are fighting a war, we can't really afford to spend too much time on that. So, I kind of thought we were mostly done with it after kind of like that segment. Right. But, we weren't. And that's at the end of the episode, though, so is there anything to talk about before that, really? I mean, we had a lot of Windermere stuff because they're, you know, getting ready for their big play, right? So we had a lot of focus on that. They had their really big, cool ship that they got all running, so, you know, that looks cool. And yeah, really not much else to say about the Windermere stuff. I mean, yeah, not too much more I want to say. But then we got into the actual jellyfish event that they had here as kind of one of their customs, right? And, you know, up to this point, I felt a little bit bad about, you know, what with Messer and what happened to him, you know, because at the end of the day, he was a very skilled pilot, a warrior, and, you know, the way he went out was very respectable, so, you know, I didn't really have too much hard feelings against him at that point, really, even though, like I said early on in the show, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way with his kind of attitude, treatment of people, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, back then, we really didn't know much about him at all, and, you know, before this scene, we had learned a decent amount, right? You know, he had the whole vowel syndrome thing going on that he was desperately trying to repress and all that. So we learned about that, and that added, you know, a decent amount to his character. But this scene we got at the end here at the beach, that added a whole nother level to it. Like, I mean, really started when they found that log thing that, like, in detail accounts for various people on his team and kind of some of their shortcomings and stuff. It made it very clear just how closely he watches them and, you know, how important they are to him and, you know, wanting to help them and all that. So that was a big thing. And then he brings up because we talked about it, right? How he wasn't very friendly, sociable, and once they kind of helped me connect the dots, bringing up the vowel syndrome thing, and how that probably had a lot to do with why he didn't want to get close to people, connect with them. And yeah, at that point, I can't describe with words how powerful the chills I got after that were. Like, it was unreal, and that was kind of completed it. You know, I was on the path to feeling bad about my initial opinion and treatment of him, and then once we got that, it was complete. And, you know, from that point on, the scene just got better and better, you know. Like, it was just a very, very well done scene for what they were going for. You know, even having the girls walking into the sea and singing, and then having Kaname be the last one, because she, of course, has that special thing with him, and just all of that was so well done. Like, I was on the verge of tearing up for, like, the bulk of that. You know, and this is for a character I didn't even like initially. Like, imagine if they killed off one of my favorite characters and then had something like this, I would probably break, honestly. So, luckily that hasn't happened yet, but it might. The show just demonstrated its willingness to kill off, you know, important named characters, so you never know. You never know. But just, wow. I really wasn't expecting the scene they had at the end here. Like, it was just perfect for what they were going for, you know? Like, just everything was so well executed, even, like, you know, there were some of the reveals in regards to Messer and how that recontextualizes things and everything. Just, it was so good. It hurts to watch, but it was so good. I think that's the best way I can describe it. And, you know, it just felt like a proper goodbye for a character that was very important to all of them. And, you know, Hayate mentioning that, yeah, there's no replacement for him. He'll just, you know, he'll make up the difference. Like, that was a great line. There was just so much good stuff here. I feel like nothing I can do commentary-wise can do it justice, but you saw it. You know. That's what matters. So, yeah, 10 out of 10 scene, for sure. And yeah, I really do wish they ended off with that, because it kind of ruined it a little bit having what they had after that. But I get why they had it, because, you know, they're trying to, you know, build up the next episode, the conflict, the battle that's brewing, trying to cliffhanger that. But I feel like they should. I would have rather they didn't. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, next episode should be pretty exciting. You know, we'll see. So until then, bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.